All right, we're going to do a little sound check here before we do this. This has been a little rough. So, see if we got this. So, yeah. Okay. We're going to test that sound. Okay. We're going to test that sound. I think we're working. Okay. We're going to test that sound. I think we're working. All right. Okay. We're going to test that sound. Okay. We are up to 9 holes. We are going to check this out. Let's get Brad PHX 24. Ah. All right, there he is. 9 holes. Okay. Make sure we're on the furthest back. Blue tees. Oh, excuse me. My goodness. How about we do number 4? We got 4 pins. Let's do number 4. Okay, here we go. All right, Brad, let's check this out. I'm hoping we got some new lighting. Play with that a little bit. That to me is kind of the next. Nope, that's all right. I would definitely do that though next. Definitely do that. Okay, that end of the fairway has that thing gone. That looks nice. That's really nice. That's really good. Good views. How's that? I can see that bunker there. I can see that bunker there. Very good. I'm wondering, yeah, the short, the short of the fairway in between the tee boxes feels a little blank for two, but I like the way, I'd like to be able to see, my next thing will be is, can we see that water? We know we've got water up there. How can we see it? And maybe we can, and maybe it's just this, that's where lighting I think will come into play. Can we see that lighting down there? Now it's out of play, but for other ones it might, it could be. So that's why, it'd be, can we maybe lower this entire bit so you can still see those bunkers, but maybe bring that lake into view. City's looking good. Gallery looks good. Yeah. So I just hit the water. Yeah, I'd love to see that be able to come into play visually off the tee, if we can. Love the bunkers, love this. Yeah, really good. Very good. Yeah, nice sight line here. It's very nice. Very nicely done. The cart path looks good. Nice and smooth. So it's good. Lighting, again, I'm big on lighting. It's, so have that in your concept, or have that in your thoughts as you're building these. So down two, right on that top of the slope. good. Yeah, I like that. I like that view. So what do we want to have? It's just kind of that space, and sometimes there's no real easy answer. What is it between the fairway? That wind held me up. Oh my, I didn't even probably look at the club. Nice tournament venue. Yeah. I mean, the transitions between yeah, so much better. God, that looks good. Well done. So really coming along there, man. Very nice. Okay. I like how that runs against the, I like how it runs against the water. I like the gallery. I might make that edge a little bit better and to have it come into that curve instead of going straight up. This one is pretty good. Maybe you could touch. This looks like one of the standard shapes. If they see a standard shape green, it's really hard to get tour worthy. So maybe something where you can use this, but maybe try to play with the shape a little bit. Just a thought. This bunker might get a lot of questions in regards to where it comes into play. You might want to have either maybe the lake extends out here and maybe move this bunker up to cover the front, like right in here and the front left. Just an idea. But they'll wonder like, well, does that come into play? It'd be just purely cosmetic. So, but look at that. Yeah, just nice. The only thing that's not nice is my ability to play the game. So the tournament venue and the feel and the environment is really nice. Clearly a step up. You get the dramatics of the lighting and the textures that kind of run together. And it'll be really, really good. Let's see. I think I said this in a video earlier. Of course, my stupid sound. I like those bunkers right up here, and I can see them fine. I'm almost wondering if you brought, instead of it being pinched, if you brought this bunker up to like right here, and then like the back end of that bunker is kind of like, do you want to try to carry it? So then the fairway would curve up along to the right a little bit more. Just something along those lines. If you might want to try that, give it a little bit more of a risk reward feel to it. But it's up to you. And then really prop that bunker up so you can see it. So it's almost like hit it, if you want to hit into that wall. I like that planting. That looks nice. That mulch. That looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah, that's nice. See if I can. again, I can see it really well. The transition into the greens are nice. Can't see that back right bunker, so this might be one of those where you really want to try to prop that up. And just the nature of the course. I struggle with this too. It's like, what do you want to do with that? I don't know. Sometimes I just hate them. I hate it on mine. It's just, what do you do? Is it just fairway? Sometimes. But I like that elevated green. Looks good. I like that planting back there around the trees. I think that looks really good. I think you're going to, like as you get closer and the whole designs and everything kind of take shape, it's going to be how much of that planting around do you want to bring in some of those details. Like I will play, not necessarily to design, but I will play just to see where my eyes go, or try to take my eyes around the plot just to see how it's, if there's any, like what I would say, dead space. You may want to play test this with high winds into you, just to see if I have high winds into me, am I able to comfortably get onto this fairway? And have it hold. If you have high winds into you and you cannot hit this, or it will roll off, it won't hold, they'll immediately take it off of tour worthy. So it's like, what are you going to do in this area? This is kind of where, like, I always put like some rocks and some bush and things like that, just to kind of, some bushes, just to kind of make, and grass. It's just those kind of things that will help fill the space. It feels tedious, but it just adds. Okay. I like that you got rid of that bunker at the end. That looks good. I would love to see this view going in. So if you can, and it looks like you got some room to lower, if you take that fuzzy brush and lower along that fairway, and bring that down so it's a real kind of you're really kind of at the top peak up here. So you can see that water and what you're carrying. I think that'd look really great. But the sideline, I can see bunkers, I can see the back one. I think that looks good. I mean, you can do a lot of planting in through there just to make it, again, like some bush area, some area like high grass, high stuff that you hopefully never are in. But just those kind of details just add. Kind of like you see those bleachers, how you've got those bushes. I mean, those look really nice. Those look, and if you do that around like some of your trees and things like that, just those kind of details set it apart. Oh, I crushed this. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah. I like that elevated. I like that elevated. You might even be able to, like, drop this area here from a landscaping perspective, and see how this one kind of falls off the back, that bunker. Be able to raise that, oh my God, where in the hell am I going? Raise all this section of land so that bunker becomes a little bit more visible. Just an idea, because then it's, your peak is up here and not back here. But I don't think with that wind I can get into it, so I'm going to shoot these two over here. I like it. I like it. Ooh, bad shot. Again, you see the one. Your sight lines on this course are just so much improved. Oh, just tremendous. If you go back and look at some of the other courses, it's just the ability to see the hole is just really nicely done. Great job, man. Oh, nice transition on that green. That's the thing is like when you have these, it just looks so natural. It's just really well done. Ugh. Oh, almost got it anyway. I was on pin 4. It's illegal, but I'm not too worried about that. You can keep that going. So you may want to bring this fairway back here. Offshoot itself, it'd have to be like a little, oh my God. It would have to be a collection area because nobody's obviously going to shoot to that section of green. So it'd have to be a fall off of the back, which means you could cut that base, the size of that fairway in half instead of it kind of looking like a little penis that shoots out there. So if you cut it in half, then it's kind of like a runoff area, which is just fine. Or extend the fairway all through up here, and it kind of kills some of the space. And then it just kind of maybe looks a little bit more natural, and you can plant along this little edge. And if you kind of smoothen that out so it kind of falls into it more naturally, that's pretty easy, or that's pretty solid too. Other than that, it's cool hole. Cool hole. I like that planting up here with that grass. You throw in maybe throw in some mulch in there and let the grass be on there. It's really nice. I'm excited to see how this thing is gonna finish up. I'm done building. I'm living vicariously through this build. You got a lot of good stuff going on with it. Yep, gotta be careful. Yeah, so if there is that fall off, I would say if you want to leave some fairway, that's cool. Just cut it in half because nobody will go up to that top. Otherwise, extend it all the way. And then you could put some like bleachers over here, there to the right. That way people can watch the hole from the green side view. So, don't know if I can hold this, but we'll give it a whirl. 23. Just trying to get it to there. Nope, off. Yep, real nice. All right, where am I? Oh, there you go. All right. So yeah, so I can challenge up here. Oh, terrible shot. But this will be interesting because here's the deal now. Can I get over on a par 5? So it looks like I can. How am I getting there? So if I'm playing in real life, your TGC reviewer is going to say, how do I get to that green? So if I'm there, Where am I going? I'm kind of following that path around up that way. The feeling is like you've had some nice tournament style holes, and did they watch that hole? I'd be interested in some of your thoughts on this one. I would probably, I'd have more of a land surface just because even on your last hole you were kind of shooting it towards, you had a lot of water surrounding the green, and this is completely surrounded by water to the green with the bridge coming off. So I would try to have a little bit more of uh, land extension to the point where I can think about being able to get there, and I might have more land connection on this right side. That's just me. That's what I would be thinking about. And that's what your TGC reviewer is going to think about, is how do I get out there? Because you got plenty of ability to get there, obviously, with the stick. I mean, I just shot my best one of the entire round. But think about if you and I are playing that in real life, because that's what your TGC reviewer will do. Love the grandstands. I like the short par fours. This hole has a lot of potential here. I like the way this looks. You might even want it. You could probably even add, you could probably take out some of that gallery and add another bunker along the curve there, because being down 35, if you miss out to the right, this will be out of play. You could add a bunker short in here. This feels a little bit wide, especially with some of the pinched shots that we have. So you could probably cut it like right to there, and then run some bunkers along here, and you can get rid of that extra. But that might be there too because of the drop zone too, so I don't know. That's now that I'm speaking out loud. But that's maybe what I would think about, is cutting this fairway about in half, adding some bunkers here, adding some bunkers beyond here. Yeah. Nice. Because yes, the wind to the back, you probably have a chance to think about going for that with the right wind. You almost could think about putting it like, is the tee box the right spot? Like you could on a no wind, on zero wind, can you barely get there? Let's see if you can sucker people to go for it. But short par fours, your reviewer is going to love them. So good, man. Really coming. Lighting. I'd get lighting in that like right away. Just a couple of some of those bunkers. Think about that par 5 with just like a tiny island. I'd think about how you would realistically play that hole from getting there. That perspective. Other than that, man, it's looking nice. You're gonna add the dramatics to it with the lighting. It's big. To me, it's big. So, yeah, great job. It's really coming along. Those transitions, those adjustments, I think are looking just great. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep me updated, and I'll keep trying to make some of these notes. All right, buddy.